peak travel is the way to go. And on the music side, American Music Abroad is the way to go. I could do a lot of different things in the summers, and there's a lot of companies doing this, but by far, these two companies, Peak Group Travel and American Music Abroad, are top shelf, Mercedes quality, at an affordable price. So let's get out there.
Jim, tell me about your 35 years in American Music Abroad.
Well, out there, it is kind of the love of my life. In the 35, now going on 36 years, I've gotten to go to so many places. I've seen the world. I've seen such beautiful things and cities and towns. We've made such great music, but more important, met so many wonderful people. I've met students and parents and directors from around the country. I have friends in Europe, and it's been a joy. It's been a blessing. And I want to encourage everybody to understand how important travel is, how the world is very close, closer than you think, and to learn and experience different cultures, meeting different people, trying different foods is pretty amazing, and it's great. I encourage you, whatever you do, find the time to see the world. Find the time to learn about different people, and you'll see that we're not so different as you might think.
What are some of your favorite locations you've traveled to?
Personally, if I were to move from the United States, I've got it down to two, which is very difficult. Now, my last name is Capilupo, so you would think I'd go Italy. But no, I would say Switzerland. And more particularly, I would say the town of Engelberg. Now, you've never even heard of that. So why Engelberg? It's breathtaking. It's beautiful. People welcome the AMA experience. They welcome us. They're so friendly, and they care. The other spot is Austria. It's a little town. You never even heard of Westendorf. Same thing. It's local. It's friendly. It's warm. It's invite. People there are friendly, and I could see staying there. Now, I don't even like the snow. I like 4 seasons: spring, summer, spring, summer. You can just take winter out of it. I would want to go, like southern Italy. I like southern Italy. I like all the places we go to. I love Belgium. You can't imagine. They're all good for different things. Would I like to vacation there for a month or two? In Tuscany, a little villa? Of course. From the Eiffel Tower to a chocolate factory in Bruges, to a Rhine River cruise in Germany, to a castle in Austria, the experiences are amazing. So I would live there, but you asked me favorites, so that's favorites. But they're all wonderful.
I hear that American Music Abroad takes nurses on tours. Tell me about that.
Well, again, I'm blessed to have a nurse and a doctor, and they have been friends of mine for years. They came from a school background. They were parents at the school where I am, so I had a quality kind of thing with them. But the nurse and doctor in general are very important parts of this. In today's world, students today just have, peanut allergies, this and that, and you need somebody to actually focus on that. And when you have a great nurse who talks to the parents, who gets to know the children, and follows up, and is always willing to put the students first before their own travel. And that's what we have. And I wouldn't even travel without a great nurse and a great doctor. They're so important, and they work very hard, maybe harder than I some days, because when we have a sick or injured student, they're right there, right on the scene, taking care of it. And by the way, I know where every hospital is in all the towns we go to. I know where the doctors are. I know how to get a taxi cab. And at this part of it, being prepared ahead of time for any kind of situation.
I understand that you don't take any parents on the trip. Why is that?
Well, the conducting directors, we do everything. We start from recruiting then we pick the music, then we travel, then we tuck them in bed at night, wake them up in the morning, have meals with them. We are the parents. I am, and I take that responsibility seriously. Your kids love you. They do not, at the high school age, want to travel with you. Yes, family vacations at the beach, I get it. Great. But a Europe trip, a big trip, this is not the family thing. They want to have their friendships. Now, it's okay. All of us at AMA are trustworthy. Most of us have kids. We know the safety and security of your kids and thing. We'll take care of them. And get a little advice. When you take your kids to college, drop them off. See the room and get out. Don't make the beds. Don't fix the curtains. Let them do that. And to do that, you got to let them grow up. Giving them more responsibility. Science prepares them for college. Whether it's junior or senior, it's all good. Any age is good to go. Now, seniors, I know you have college tuition or work to do or military. I get that. So you may want to think about this 9th, 10th, or 11th, but we always have seniors too. We welcome all of you.
Do many of the students travel more than once?
Every year we have a couple of doubles. So this year we have a double, and last year we had 2 doubles. And yes, not many. We've had 1 triple. And I'll tell you the story. It was a young man who was actually at the school where I live. And he went once, came back a second time, and came back a third time. And to pay each time. That was amazing. It cost him a lot of money. He could have bought a lot with it. He paid his way to college, went to Villanova, great school, then got a job as a photographer at the White House with the recent. And he said, one of the reasons I took that job is I got hired in the world. And that had an influence on him getting that job. And it's interesting, as not just a music educator, but as an administrator, and moving up to the role of superintendent, I had wanting to hire a kindergarten teacher and couldn't make that decision. So principal asked me, would you make the final pick? I said, that's your job. He's like, our side. He said, here are the 2 resumes, pick one. I said, all right, if you want me to. These were 2 great candidates. One traveled the world, one didn't. The one that traveled the world, I said, that's the one you hire. And the principal said to me, why? I said, well, I like that teacher experience to a 5-year-old. I think it'll make a difference. Ended up, teacher was great. Maybe the other teacher was great too, but a deciding factor about background experiences, if everything's all the same, I'd like to see people that have seen the world and can bring those cultures and ideas and thoughts to better all of us.
In your opinion, how does American music abroad change the lives of children?
I think that's the one reason why I do this year after year. For me personally, I've seen it all. I've got all my watches and souvenirs. We go back to many of the same places. What it changes, and I know this because I can't go 3 weeks without going to a mall, going to a vacation, going into a town, going to see a band show. 3 weeks, I'll run into a former AMA student, and they'll say, Dr. Cap, what a great time we had. I go, okay, wait, what year? 1994. What'd you play? Okay, tell me about your life. And usually I ask him this question, up in all of your life experience. Now, this includes parents that have kids going on AMA now. This goes back to the 1980s. So they say this, I met the love of my life and got married. Number 1, we had a child. Love it. A big family reunion. The whole family went to Utah AMA. Sometimes it's number 3. It's never less than 5. And I'm thinking about this. Of all this, you put a tour, a musical tour, in your whole life experience over everything you did in high school, over all those kinds of events in college. High school AMA tour in the top 5 things of your life. That's why I do this. Your perception, it changes your life. You grow up, you'll never again that. You'll appreciate the world. You'll make great choices and become leaders. And I think our leaders need to know what happened in this world and see it all. So it comes full circle that AMA is good for the soul, AMA is good for the brain, and AMA is certainly good for the heart.
I know that American Music Abroad travels students. Do they travel other kinds of groups?
Yes. Why limit it to just students from high schools? Why can't we have college students go? So we have tour. Then when you think about it, students after college actually play and sing. Why can't we get a community choir, band, etc. to go? We have all of that. So from high school age all the way up to as long as you can walk and Cuba, we have an experience for you. So I think the future will be you do an AMA tour, maybe you do the college tour, you do an AMA tour, college tour, community tour, or AMA can be part of your life, and you can certainly do this more than once.
What about people you have met in Europe? Keep in touch with them?
Sure do. Christmas cards. I bring presents over to many of the people I meet each year. I sometimes I have to fill a box because they don't all fill in my suitcase because I have so many friends over there. And here's an interesting story. The bus drivers, we call them coach. This is not a Ford Pinto tour. This is a Mercedes-Benz tour. We only ride on Mercedes-Benz. Lufthansa is the country, and we have these magnificent, caring, English-speaking coach drivers. They gave me a phone call this year and they said, we'd like to come to fantastic. Where you want to go? Well, we'd like to come see you. And I'm in Pennsylvania, and they said New York, Washington. I said, sure, come on, where you want to come? Well, they're coming in November, and they're going to come to my house for Thanksgiving. Now, random bus drivers with my family on Thanksgiving. The reason is we're more than bus driver, conductor, more than that. I trust them with our kids. I trust them driving. They are friends and family. And I think if a tire went down, they would do everything to fix it. And that's the whole experience. We take care of you because we all care. And the least I could do, the very least I could do is have those wonderful coach drivers stay and be with my family. And then I can show them a little bit of culture in America. Well, when it comes to choices about travel, there's certainly affordability is important and cost is important, but even beyond that, it's the quality thing, the food, housing, the transportation, the organization, the tightness of all of it. And if you're traveling as a music group or as a family or whatever, travel is the way to go. And on the music side, American Music Abroad is the way to go. I could do a lot of different things in the summers, and there's a lot of companies doing this, but by far, these two companies, Peak Group Travel and American Music Abroad, are top shelf, Mercedes quality, at an affordable price. So let's get out there, let's travel, let's see the world, let's be safe, and no matter what story is going on, we'll be safe, you'll be happy, and you'll be richer in your heart and mind because of it. Best of luck in your decisions, best of luck in your life, and go see the world with AMA and Peak Travel.